Hello, everybody, and welcome. I wish I had an intro, like a little intro.
Yeah.
Um, well, maybe what I could do is I could have Buddha dance. There he
Oh
goes.
yeah. Yeah. Oh, I love that. I love that energy. He's so energetic.
He's very energetic.
Just hop
Welcome,
on.
welcome. Anybody that's here, thanks for coming. I'm here this morning with beautiful Nancy, A Crones Intuition, and I'm so excited to finally get a chance to work with her. So welcome, Nancy.
You're
Yeah.
good company, Aley.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. So yes, we were just commenting on all the beauty that surrounds her, which is to me is absolutely wonderful because I see the Buddha there and I see all these other beautiful fans lit up. So everybody's got their own, how they like me with my tree, my heart and soul tree, and
Mhm.
makes it a lot of fun. Makes it a lot of fun when
Yes, it
people get with.
does. I
Yes.
used to have my. It's funny. I used to have my sacred space in my closet. I had a closet and I took everything out of it. And
Uh-huh.
my husband came in, one time and he says, "What are you doing in the closet?" And I said, "Well, that's my sacred space,
Right.
and
Right.
he goes, "I can do something about this." This was before he got so sick. And
Uh-huh.
he knocked the wall out and made an arch from my
Oh,
bedroom because he was so chronically ill and had a lot of issues that we had
and you
separate
needed to be
bedrooms.
within earshot. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. And
Mhm.
so he
Yeah.
made this for my sacred space.
Wow, what
So
a
I
wonderful
have books in
guy.
the closet.
So now you came out of the closet is what you did.
Yes, yes. I'm out of the closet.
In a metaphoric way. That's really awesome.
Yeah.
Thank you. I love that. So we're going to talk a little bit to Nancy about some of the things she loves and does. But I want to say hello to some folks. Christine Fryer's here. We have Ramon here, and he's coming on in a couple of weeks, I think it
Oh,
is. And so I'm looking
wonderful.
forward to that. We have the beautiful Willow Love, who I was fortunate to talk with on Friday. It was a
Mm.
wonderful, wonderful experience. And we have Dr. Ann from New Zealand is here. Hi, Ann. How are you doing? You must be just getting ready to go to work. Or no, you're probably at work already. It's nice to see you. Jackie Jacaranda, who saved my life by letting Nancy know that I didn't have the right net. Jackie, I tell you what, with a minute, you get over 65 and you kind of get, whoops,
Whoop.
what happened?
There's a little hiccup there.
You get over 65 and lots of hiccups happen. So there you go. Yeah. That's so funny. That's funny. All right. We have Amanda here and we have Linda Kennedy. Jen Bowles is here. Laura Hammond Davis. Thanks for being here, everybody. That's so nice to see you. Here's Callie Healers here. And we have Sonia Pinola here. Wow. I hope I didn't miss anybody, but thank you all for being here with us today. And first time with Nancy. And of course, I was led to her by several other people. I know you work with Heather.
Yes, I do.
You do work with Heather, and you work with Ginger Faye, or
Yes.
you have in the
Yeah.
past. And I'm
Mhm.
sure there's others in Scott Scorpio's son.
Yes.
So it's really, really wonderful to find people of like mind that other people have found and that I can
Yes.
engage with. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's really, really nice. So yeah,
We're just all sort of interwoven, aren't
we
we?
are like a beautiful tapestry.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah. And our subscribers are also. They are
Oh.
just
Oh,
they
yeah.
create the little fringe that goes all the way around the tapestry. How about that?
Yeah.
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 In a gorgeous color. Here's Valerie from Illumination Portal. It's nice to see you, my dear. And she's in Virginia as well.
Oh,
She's in
okay.
Virginia. Yeah. So hi, Cheryl. It's nice to see you. So we're going to talk a little bit about Nancy and her gifts and what she likes to do and how she was led here and so forth and so on. Hi, Morella. Hi, Warrior Girl. And then we'll do some mini readings for you. And Nancy made it clear that she does mostly oracles as well, and so that made me very happy because
Yeah.
sometimes I feel like I'm taking the easy way out, but I don't think I am. Yeah, I don't
Yeah.
think I am. Yeah. Hi, Rhonda Q. Oh, yes, it is April Fool's Day. That was what was going on.
That's what it is. Yeah.
I should have just said that. I put that up there so that it was April Fool. See if you catched it. Oh, boy. But my honesty doesn't allow for that. So there
Yeah.
you go. So Nancy, tell me when did you start being interested? And I mean, like mine was in high school. So I don't know about you.
What
Yeah.
got me started on my spiritual path was crystals.
Okay. Mhm.
And as a child, I absolutely loved rocks and things like that. I have always had like a connection with Mother Earth. I've always been a tree hugger.
Oh, that's good. Yeah.
And one of my children is a tree hugger, so that made me proud.
Sure, of course. You
My
did.
youngest son.
Uh-huh.
But and I was collecting crystals, and I had a tarot deck that was gifted to me by in the early 70s. I went to Europe with this friend, and we when we were in Amsterdam, she bought a tarot deck. I didn't know what a tarot deck was, but it was
Sure.
the albino weight.
Okay.
And when I moved from Southern Florida up here to the mountains of Western North Carolina, and we kept in touch because we were very close. She was older, quite a bit older than I was. And I think she went to Europe with me because none of my friends could save up enough money to do it. And she wanted me to go, so
Sure.
we had a wonderful time.
experience.
She was very sick with lung cancer before she passed. She sent me the things that she bought in Amsterdam, and one of them was the deck.
Okay.
And so
How beautiful.
the first deck that I actually purchased was the Radiant Weight. And then with the pandemic, that's when I really, really got into things, because I found Tarot Tube. And I just love the community. And I lurked for a long time before I was brave enough to, make a peep in the chat.
Make a jump. Yeah.
But I have found that the cards have given me a depth of spirituality that I was seeking.
Yes. Absolutely.
And
me too.
That is what has been so important to me. And I finally made the connection that this was my path. This is what I was supposed to do. So
that's beautiful. So it's interesting because similarly, I was in my college dormitory, and somebody went to the bookstore and stole a tarot deck. Not anybody. I wasn't with them. I mean, they came back and they said they lifted it basically, and that person didn't know how to read it. Kept getting the death card and the what is it, the 10 of swords in the back, and I said, this looks like karma to me. I think you should.
I was just going to say.
She ended up taking it back and apologizing and everything, because she didn't want it. She felt like it was a curse. When I was in the 6th grade, I think it was, my mother bought me a Ouija board because it was a game that was out on my birthday, and I wanted it. And of course, now I would never want one, and I didn't really do anything with it then.
They scare me.
They're very scary. They're very scary. Yes. But I wasn't scared then. It was just, just another thing that I had gotten as a kid. Yeah. But the first deck that I bought of tarot was a French deck that I can't speak French. So I can't even read what this means, and I never could learn it. I never learned it. And now I've read books on it, and I've spent time with it, and I know what all the major arcana are, but it's all those little pages and things that really get to me. So, yeah.
I think the court cards intimidate a lot of people.
They do. I agree. Yeah. But some people read them no problem. I mean, they're amazing.
But, I think too, of course, now you came onto it when you were really young, but I'm in my 70s, and when you're younger, you can memorize better than you can.
You can.
Older. At least I found that to be true for me. And so I mean, it has taken me quite a while, and I still don't, know all of the cards, all of the minor arcana,
Yep.
because there's just so much, and that's why I like to read intuitively.
Sure.
Because sometimes when I look at the pictures on the card, I see something entirely different than what it says
You're right.
in the book.
Yeah. You might see the bird on the lady's shoulder, and
Yes.
but you might not say the same thing if you got it for someone. I agree with you. I do. Even with the oracles, I agree with that. Because there are some, I've done readings where I get a card, but it means one thing in this reading and it might mean something else because of the placement of it or the question.
Exactly.
Yeah. Wow. So yeah, I mean, oracles have just exploded. There's oracles for everything now. And because I have a background in literature and English, because that's what I teach, I felt more drawn to them for that reason. I felt like I could tell a story. So yeah. Well, that's wonderful. Oh yes, Marilla. I know that you guys speak French because I remember going to Ontario to go to the Montreal. We went to Montreal to Expo 67, but we went to on like in 68 or 69 when it was almost over. Yeah. And it was awful because we couldn't communicate with the taxi driver who could only speak French. Yeah. All right. So what's this? Tells me you're from Egypt. The major arcana were created thousands of years. Oh, well, that makes a lot of sense, warrior girl. Sure, they just tacked those things on.
Yeah.
And probably in the 14th century or something. Yes, wonderful. Wow. Hello to Pierrette. Thanks for coming in. Anybody that I've missed, Harley's here.
Wonderful
So
group.
you have done. You're very in tune with the Buddha. You say you collect the Buddhas, which is wonderful.
Yes.
Oh my goodness, I love it. And you also have other beautiful entities around you, plus your stones. What's your favorite stone, Nancy?
Oh gosh, that's so hard. I mean, I love the beauty and the flash of the labradorite, but
like this.
I really yes. I had one very similar to that.
Did you?
And I gave it to my daughter-in-law last night. We went up to their cabin. They have a log cabin in the woods, and we had dinner. And she loves labradorite, and I thought, well, I'm just going to go ahead and give her that.
So
and I took a great big wooden Buddha that I had. That he was happy, and he had his arms up in the air, and gave it to my son. But
that's nice.
You pass a little bit of the joy around, but I like I like lapis lazuli, and what I really like is I mean, I have a lot of tumbled stones, but I like the raw stones.
I agree. Look at this piece of angelite I have. It's very raw.
Oh, that's gorgeous.
But it's really beautiful. Yeah, it really is.
Yes.
And one of my subscribers sent me some lapis lazuli that is raw, which is nice too. Yeah.
This piece that I really like. I think it. I don't know. It has some flash in it, but
it does.
I
love that.
Beautiful. Yeah.
It is. It's very beautiful. Wow. No, I had belonged to a spiritual community when I lived in near Panama City, Florida, back in the 90s. And I learned all about stones. This lady taught me how to be a crystal layout. And actually, she moved to Asheville. I don't even know if she's still in Asheville, but she was fabulous. Angel readings and rock readings when other people weren't doing that kind of thing, And I was able to learn a little bit also about Native American stuff, which always interests me.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. It's beautiful, beautiful energy. Yeah. Hello, Flower Beauty Peacock Rainbow. It's nice to see you. So yes, I feel like you and I have simpatico loves, and that's really nice.
Yes.
Yeah, I love that, Nancy. Thank you so much.
Let me show you this just so you'll see it, because I love this. This is some agate, but what I like about this piece, see right here, doesn't that look like a monk that's in meditation?
Does. And it's just the inclusion in it. It's just
yes. And the other side of it is a different form of agate.
It is.
But
Oh,
isn't
that's
that
gorgeous.
amazing?
It is. It
I
looks like someone
absolutely
sitting
loved
and
it.
praying. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. How fabulous. I remember being in Houston and going downtown to a rock and gem store and finding a rock that had and I don't know exactly where it is right this minute, but I love it. It had looked like a bird in it.
Oh.
And they told me it was a river rock that was a shaman stone. And I believed it. I bought it. This was back in the 90s. And I think I paid like $100 for it. It was a palm stone. It wasn't very big, but there's just something about that thing that just called to me and said, I know I'm a lot of money, but I think I'm worth it. So
Yeah. I was meant for you.
yeah. Yeah. So when you go to a rock and gem store, is this how you also choose things by how they feel and what they look like?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And there are some, it's like my dragon that I got, my Anala. You know, I just kept going back to that picture, and
Yes.
I just could not let it go. And then it just all of a sudden came to me, you know, if Ricky were here, my husband, he passed a year ago in March, he would have immediately bought it for me. And that was my answer. So it's
Yes.
from him in a way.
It is. I totally get it. He led you there. He led you to it.
Yeah.
That's so wonderful. I just love how they today's my brother's birthday. He passed let's see, in December of 22. But I knew it's his birthday today, and I just feel his energy all the time. And he comes to me in hummingbirds. So
yeah.
It's kind of cool. But I love that. I love that your husband led you to that. So yeah, that's great. And it's in the shape of a dragon, is what you're saying.
Yeah, it's wait a minute. It's the one that you had in the picture.
Oh, the one in the picture. Yes. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
She is sunstone and serpentine. And she's heavy.
I bet she is. I bet she is. Yes. Harley says, yes, that really did look like a monk. Because this, we have a little bit of a delay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's amazing, isn't it?
It is amazing. It is. Hello, Hilda Flores. It's good to see you. Thank you for being here. That's just wonderful. So I think you're like me. One thing leads to another, if you know what I mean. It's like you don't want to spend too much money on many things, but at the same time, these things call to you and then you learn a little bit about them and you learn a little bit more.
Oh, yes. And, this is a lifetime of collecting.
Sure. Yes, absolutely. Yep. Same here. And I've had situations where I've lost some because of situations. And, I let them go. Somebody else needed them. But sometimes I miss them, they were part of my life. Yeah. So that's wonderful. Well, that's great. So I'm going to go ahead and say that if you would like, hi, McGrill, you can put in some questions. Nancy and I both, mostly she reads with the oracle cards. You could ask fairy questions, angel questions, general reading questions, nothing on health. What's that?
Spirit guides. Spirit
guides. Yes, absolutely. And we've got both of us have some cards that are quite, and you guys know this already anyway, but it puts you on your spiritual path, so to speak. Yeah. For instance, yesterday I used the Oracle of Portals, and it's so wonderful, especially since we went through that 3:30 portal and we've got all these eclipses and things.
Yes.
So, yeah.
And I think go ahead. Retrograde started today, didn't it?
It did. So I had that on my plate as well as it being April Fool's Day. Oh, Harley says, Nancy, had you not named your crystal dragon, I thought I heard it the other day. It sounded like a cool name.
She's a Nala, and I did a video explaining how she got her name. I wanted to name her something else. And I used my pendulum, and I asked her if she wanted to be named that, and she said no. Oh. And I went and I researched and got all of these names, and I asked about another one, and I used my pendulum, and we went down the list. I must have had 30 names, and the pendulum didn't even move when I would say the name. And when it
Wow.
got to Anala, that thing just swung like
Went crazy, huh?
went crazy. So I said,
I love
okay.
that. I love that. That's so awesome. Valerie is one of the astrology gals that and a friend of mine, and she says Mercury retrograde starts in a couple of hours.
Oh, okay.
Oh, so we're safe here. Oh, that's great. I know it's going to be till the 25th, and that was my mother's birthday. My mother was a Taurus.
Oh,
Yes,
yeah.
absolutely. Hi, Kathy 11. Cheryl, I got your question. Thank you. All right. Anybody else have any kind of, oh, is it INNALA?
Oh, ANALA. And what
Oh.
it is the Sanskrit word for fire.
Oh, doesn't that make sense?
Yes. I mean,
Oh,
I've gotten used to it now and I actually like it, but there were a lot of other names that were so much prettier. Like when she said yes to that, I was like, really? You know, are you sure
it
about
was the
that?
connotation. I believe it was the connotation. That's so cool. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. So Valerie at Illumination Portal, you need to find out what she also sometimes names who your angels are. She's done that before. And so you have to tell us what your dragon name is, Val. That would be nice. All right. Pierrette. Ooh, a love message. Ooh. Linda Kennedy. All right. That's fine. Thank you. I don't know if you do any like a medium reading or have any cards for that.
I have on
You have
occasion.
this one?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
No, I don't have that. I just use the regular cards.
No, that's fine. And you
just
can do
wait
that. Yeah. Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
for a message.
We'll get to that one. All right. Very good. So a couple of hours. What do you say, Harley? Hi. Hi, Diana. A couple of hours of peace, although it said that these changes can be seen in a good way if we embrace growth. Yeah, and there's always a buildup. There's always a buildup. So I have a little announcement to make, and I got we had to close my husband's office because he was ill, and then he was out for 3 months, and it just the business, you know. So we had to get all that stuff down here from the office because we only had it 2 years, so we couldn't sell it. And then we had to have our RV brought back where he used to stay, and it's all done, and the sky isn't falling anymore. So I feel really good.
Oh, that's good to have it all done. And
Oh,
yes.
yeah. Yep. Okay. Valerie says she's been having the name Inanna coming in for her dragon. Oh, that's a nice name, Valerie.
Yes.
That's cool. All right. Yes. All right.
I wonder what that means.
Yeah, look it up, Valerie. Tell us what it means. It must mean something. And actually, I'm wondering if that's an angel name. Yeah.
Sounds like it, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does. It does. All right, so we got 4. We'll start on 4. If you have questions, let us know. I'll keep an eye on any more that will be coming in, and please make sure that you like and subscribe, and go over and meet Nancy at her own channel on A Crones Intuition. The link to her channel is below. I'm going to tell you all. It's a reminder, and I do this every once in a while. If you click on the link sometimes and you subscribe, YouTube dumps you within 2 days. There's something about it that happens that way. I had 9 people on a show subscribe. All of them are gone right now. So, it's really ridiculous, but it happens if they purge or they do something. I don't know what they do. So, if you can go over there and see it and maybe click on it and then come back to it and click on it again to make sure you're in. So, yeah. All the ins and outs of YouTube. All right. It's an ancient Sumerian goddess, like Isis. Oh, wow.
Oh.
That's awesome. Sonia, let me look, honey. I think I'd had you here. Let's see. I have Cheryl, Sonia, Pierrette, Linda. That's who I have right now. Okay. So Cheryl says, any messages from my guides or angels for the month of April? Sure thing. Move some of my story cards. There's an artist that has decks of cards that lives in Asheville that I buy cards from, and she's really she's a painter. But one of them is called the Synchronicity deck, and that's what I'm going to use for you, Cheryl. And I'm going to bring in the sacred soul messages. All right, Cheryl. The first card I get is a beautiful flower, and it says loss on it. And this may not be, there might be some grieving for something. Maybe you have moved away from a certain job, a certain friendship. It doesn't necessarily mean that somebody has passed, but that you're feeling a loss. Maybe it's a loss of a connection with somebody. Maybe it's even a loss of a connection with nature. And of course, it's spring and we're going to be able to get back outside. So that's what I'm getting for the first one, is that one. The second one I get is gentleness. And they're asking you to be gentle with yourself for whatever reason. That there are times, and right now I have to do this myself. There are times we just have to wait and deal with whatever it is in the now moment. So be gentle with yourself, gentle like a deer, gentle like a deer. Beauty surrounds you and is with you. And look at the unicorn. I think it's saying that you are a beautiful person, a beautiful spirit, a beautiful soul. You're one of a kind, like a unicorn. And you need to love yourself. You need to take care of yourself. You need to understand the beauty that you are. Finally, I know you're tired, but come this way. This is the way. Keep going. You're going to get, the light's going to come on, and you're going to get whatever resolution it is that you're looking for. We're all feeling tired in these energies, I think. And it's exhaustive to hear over and over some of the more political or cultural things. So I hope that resonates with you. Thanks, Cheryl.
Cheryl, the first message that came through from you is from Zappakiel. It's a card of compassion.
Ooh.
And he realizes what compassionate feelings you have for your fellow man, and that this compassion radiates out, and that he is saying that you are a light to those around you. Mm-hmm. And that and the book says that the chant of Mani Padme Hum. I don't know, I'm probably saying that wrong.
Oh, that's right.
But that you might want to chant this for your heart to be filled with even more compassion. And that's a beautiful thing, because compassion, is such a pure form of love.
It is.
And there also is around you coming in, you have a healing energy about you, Cheryl. And your angels are aware of this, and they want you to focus on this, to focus on our broken world, and to send messages out into the universe of healing for Mother Gaia, and these people that are just so unhappy and don't know how to get better. I mean, we all, I think, are on a spiritual walk, but not everybody is. There's so many people that haven't found that yet, and this is what they see in you, and they want you to just shine your light. It's so important for you to shine your light, Cheryl.
Beautiful. Yep. So she just lost a relationship today. So
Oh,
she needs to be compassionate and all that loving beauty, self-care.
yes. Oh,
Yeah,
yeah. Yes.
absolutely.
Well,
Yeah,
you have to love yourself, because
absolutely.
if you don't love yourself, you can't truly love other people.
That's right. That's
Yeah.
right. Cheryl, I send you lots of love and healing energy, and so do everybody, it looks like, in the
Oh,
chat that has
yes.
also
Yes.
reached out. So know that there will be better days. Absolutely. Okay. Hi, Deb, DP. It's nice to see you. Thanks for coming in. Ayana is a Sumerian goddess. Yes, she is. Yeah. She says she can certainly relate. She believes in the power of prayer. Good. Good. Yeah. Wonderful. Thank you, dear. Much love. So this is Sonia, who is very connected to the elementals. Interestingly enough. Yeah. And so message from elementals and dragons. All right. Awesome. I got both kinds of cards.
Bring in little dragon energy, huh?
Yep, a little dragon energy. Well, Morella, thank you, dear, for letting me know about questions. I appreciate it. You're right on top of everything here. Yeah. All right, I got that one. I got some dragons here. Dragons have become more and more popular. People are talking about them more, and I guess it's because we're in the year of the dragon. But we've had years of monkeys and pigs and all kinds of stuff, and I haven't heard people talk about that very much before. Okay, so I am using the Elemental Empath Oracle cards for the elementals, and the Dragon Riders Oracle. That's what I've got for you, Sonia. First one I get is they want you to cleanse and release. I love this image. She's just sort of standing in the water, and her wings are flying, and it says, "Clear your blocks. Listen to your system. Let energy flow." So I don't know if you're having any energy blocks. If so, they want you to think about cleansing that, maybe realigning the chakra energy, and you can do that by doing a little bit of a meditation where you bring up the chakras from the root, and you can also go back down from the crown chakra down. That way, you can systemically take care of all of those issues. The next one is inner authority. Trust yourself and listen to your true self. Trauma versus guidance. You've got the power. Look at this. She's so electric that it comes right out of her hands. So this is in your hands. You have inner authority. You are blessed with that. You have to believe in it, because it is there. And finally, you got Archangel Zadkiel and a dragon. And it says, the time for being passive and accepting begins now. Let go of all desires. Be patient and prepared. The right moment will come, because everything is in divine timing. So that is awesome. Look at that guy. I don't know. They look cute to me. Those dragons look so cute. I'm sure if I saw one in the real world, it'd be a little intimidating.
I have a beautiful card for you, Sonia, from the Priestess of Light Oracle. And I want you to look at this image. The Priestess of Light has her back to a tree, and she is getting power from this tree. See the power that's coming out of her hand? And she's putting it back down into the earth. And that power is available to all of us, especially it's so important when we ground. It's so important. And along with this card, There is another card for you regarding the earth and grounding. And this
Oh,
is the
wow.
dragon energy, the earth dragon clears your path and the land around you. Stay grounded, be ready to serve. Stuck energy is clearing. You can move forward in life.
Oh,
And
wow.
this is moving forward, and this is the power of Mother Gaia that is available to all of us if we tap in, we ground, and we absorb that power.
Mhm.
Now I have a new deck that I just got today. You know,
Okay.
Hay House
Yep.
is having a sale.
Yes, yes. Oh, I hope mine come today too.
Buy responsibly. And I
Uh-huh.
love this for you, Sonia, because you were talking about the elements. And this deck is the Chinese 5 elements.
Oh, cool. Okay.
And you got the Firebird. Seek and ye shall find. And it says this card is a sign that the divine and your spiritual team have your back.
Mm.
The Firebird is the only pillar that contains the frequency of divine support and is also one of the 10 spiritual pillars. And the message from Earth is like a bird loves to shine. Show the world your best and get noticed. Your confidence will attract support and opportunities. And the message from heaven is cultivate the fire within, the source of inner joy with a daily gratitude practice. Remember that feelings of gratitude whenever you need to elevate yourself to the frequency of joy. And I love that for you, Sonia.
That's beautiful.
Very powerful.
Well, it's all fire. She
Yes.
wanted dragons, but we got dragons. Yours had the priestess with the fire coming out of her hand.
Yes.
Mine had the
Yes.
hands up with the fire coming out. Oh my God. Beautiful.
Beautiful.
Real
Beautiful.
complimentary readings. Yeah.
Yeah.
I love that when that happens.
Yes.
Cool. All right, Pierrette. A love reading. Okay. I trust you had a good date. She went on a date.
Oh.
And so.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. This one, that's the career one. Okay. All right. So I pulled from the Ascending Life Oracle. The first one I get is stepping stones. It says, "Do not rush on this journey." It's important not to. It is the start, though, of something bigger. So I'm going to just put that out there. The stepping stone says, "Don't rush the journey, one step at a time," but the start of something that is bigger, whatever that is. Good health is a good thing to know about. I mean, hopefully this relationship is a healthy relationship, and I think it is because of the health card. It says that you must create maybe a work-life balance, or the person that you're in the relationship might have to do that. But a healthy relationship starts with boundaries and good care for themselves. And finally, it says changes in a friendship, spending more time with friends and attracting new friends. I think that's what you're doing right now. So I would say this is a pretty good indication that, yes, things will be moving along, but they are cautioning you just to make sure you go one step at a time. And that's for anybody, I would think, in a new relationship. So, wow, good deal.
Let's see. Okay, this is Perrette. Is it Perrette? Okay,
It's
the first
Pierrette.
card I got for you is to call upon your angels. And I would say that, your angels already know where this is going. But you have free will, and so I don't know, this is almost like you've got their blessing. To me, it looks like. And the next card is grateful optimist. grateful optimism, a joyous view of the future. So
Ah,
this to me looks like a positive card as well.
it does.
It really does. And the final card that I got was the color of amber that I drew
Ooh.
for you, and it is awaken your creativity. And
Mhm.
I'm just thinking about this possibly, I don't know if you are an artist or you like to create, but I think that all of us in our souls, we need to create something. And I
Something.
think if you have a project or you want to see something come to fruition, that this will make you happier and you will radiate that happiness, and
Mhm.
it will make
Yeah.
you be more of exactly who you're supposed to be,
Yeah.
and this will be attractive to your person that you want to be attractive to.
That's wonderful.
But
Yeah.
be yourself. Be yourself.
Be yourself. Yep. Yep. She's a very spiritual person. She has her own gifts. And she's dealt with a lot of heartache over the last few years. So
Oh,
I'm happy that she might have a chance at something new.
oh, that's
So
wonderful.
yes, it
Yeah,
is. Yeah.
yeah, that
All
makes me
right.
happy.
Yeah, I know. All right. So just letting everybody know, I have Linda, I have McGrill, Rhonda Q, Harley, and Flower Beauty, and that's what I have in the queue. Okay. I think we have enough because it's about 40 minutes before. So Linda Kennedy, message from your brother Joe. Okay. Wow, he's been gone a long time, Linda. That's sad. I'm sorry. So if he was a typical brother, was he a tease? I don't think you knocked each other out, but it says communication, like when you were growing up, did you have kind of a funny brother sisterly communication that, I don't know, here, put up your dukes, with fun. I think it's more like fun, but it's a communication card. He says, I've been communicating with you, Linda, ever since I left. I'm always here with you. You can call on me anytime. I'm a spirit that is constantly just awaiting your approval or your understanding. I have a defense here. Maybe there was something that he would not compromise on. I don't know if that was in his life or before he passed. This person is sort of stalwart, standing with his arms in a certain position. He wants you to know he's not that way anymore. When you're up there in the all-knowing state, you're able to, see everything and understand everything in a much different way than you did on Earth. And finally, he says, thank you, sis, for bringing me into the limelight today. I get this a lot. I get a lot of people thinking, wow, I'm on TV. So there he is. He's happy there, being there with you. And I have one more. Let's see. He wants you to use your creativity. All of us need to use our creativity. So there you go. Little fox under the sunshine. Whatever it is, it could be knitting. Um, it could be even coloring in a coloring book, for heaven's sake. It can be anything you want. Puzzles. Yeah. He
Yeah.
loves you dearly. He loves you dearly.
He was a remarkable person, wasn't he? Joe is very close to you. He's sending you little messages. He wants you to know that he's close. There might be a certain type of bird that he really enjoyed. They're butterflies. When you see butterflies this season,
Oh, yeah.
Joe,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
and he wants you to know how much he loves you. This is the card of beloved.
Beautiful.
And it says love. Love conquers all.
Mm-hmm.
And he He loves you deeply. And his message for you is let it out, let it flow. Open up your heart to feel.
Lovely.
So if you're holding something back, just let it go and let it flow. Joe's close by.
Beautiful. Thank you, Linda Kennedy. I hope you enjoyed your little messages from Joe.
Yeah.
You can tap into him. Just trust what you hear. I heard my brother's voice in my head this morning. It's his birthday. So I'm like, hi, sis. How you doing? That's how we talk. It's like, okay. Hi, honey. Happy birthday. Does my Aunt Beverly, who is also my spirit guide, have a message for the week? Okay, McGrill. We'll see if we can tap into Beverly.
Okay.
Yeah. My dad's one of my spirit guides, so I get it. Yeah, I totally get it. All right.
Beverly.
Wow. This is amazing. I couldn't have asked for nicer cards. So, McGrill, you're walking away from anything in the past that you either were or you believed or you maybe were stuck in, because we can tend to have some of our feet stuck in glue, and we can't move forward. Well, now you're finally moving forward. And I think you're doing so in this eclipse energy that's coming up. So continue to move. You see the light at the end of the tunnel. You know you're going in the right direction, because what will happen is you're going to go through a birth, and that birth is coming up from under the ground. So it's an earth thing that you're realizing. It's also a beautiful spirit who is ready to emerge and be birthed into something new and something very beautiful, because it's in the middle of a forest, and look at all the flowers and the trees. It's beautiful. And then it says, as if birth wasn't enough, they say rebirth. So I think we all go through births and rebirths over time. This, you had your physical birth and when you were born, and you've been birthed into other things. This birth is a total rebirth for you. And because you're going in a different direction than you've ever gone in before, I think. So much love. These are the oracle of the portals. You're going through some portals. That's what I'm seeing.
I got two messages for you, McGrill. The first is your aunt wants you to know how powerful you are. This is the card of the divine feminine. And, this is, we all have the divine feminine within us. And, Aunt Beverly wants you to tap into that. There's power there waiting for you. And the other card that I got is let go of a fixed plan, allow for spontaneity and growth. So I don't know if you've been kind of fixated on one thing. I think she's saying to kind of broaden your outlook and be open to a different type of change, growing in another direction, perhaps. The final card was one small change. You might need to make one small change in your life. That's what I got for you. I don't understand this, but your Aunt Beverly does, and I'm hoping that you do, McGrill. One small change.
One small change. And it might be the change between a birth and a rebirth. I'm thinking of that as you said that. So, yeah. She says she 100% understands.
Okay.
Wow.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's wonderful. Well, we're not meant to understand. We're just the messenger.
No, right. We're just getting the message. We're just getting it from them. It isn't from us. That's right. That's right. Absolutely. I love that. Thank you. All right. So, Rhonda Q, a message from your spirit guides. Okay. Rhonda, are you going through something that has been sad? I don't know what it is, but they want you to know that you have been held, HELD. You've been held by somebody. They're holding you. They're trying to comfort you. You may feel a hand on your shoulder. I don't know. Some people don't feel anything, but the person that either your ancestors or your angels or your guides, they're saying, we're holding you. We are holding you like you would comfort somebody, because they see some sorrow that you may have had on the path of life. They want you to know you went through it. We're holding you, and you're on the other side of it. The next card I get is retreat. And maybe you have retreated, or maybe you did already and you've recovered. But look, the rain is coming down. It's nothing cozier, even in a tent, than having the rain come down and being all wrapped up in blankets and loving yourself. So we hold ourselves as well. We hold ourselves and we move through these times. And also the community holds you. Now, if this doesn't make any sense, then maybe it is something that happened a while ago and you're still processing it. So thank you.
The messages that I got for you, Rhonda, number one is there's a blessing to shield and safeguard you from your spirit guides. They're protecting you.
Mm-hmm.
They are all around you, and they have got you. I tell you what. The second one is open your heart. No one is perfect. Stop judging yourself and others, and let love heal the situation, whatever this is.
Oh.
And then the next card that I got for you, I just want you to look at this picture. I'm not even going to read what's on the back of it. Your spirit guides are, they desperately want to connect to you on a deep, deep level. And they're doing this during your hours of sleep. And you just have to relax and let go and let it happen. But before you go to bed at night, open yourself up. Have a little ritual every night of your preparation for meeting your spirit guides when you dream. And you might want to hold a crystal in your hand when you go to sleep. They have some very important messages for you, but you have to make the step to go to them, to be open to them. And I love this for you because it shows so much power and so much grace. I just love that for you.
It's lovely. Yeah.
Mm.
And I think she is going through this healing right now. So in the cards I have and you had, they're very complimentary. And she said that it was pretty true. So big hugs to you on your journey, dear.
Yes.
Thank you, Rhonda. All right. So I don't know if I can name this thing, but Harley says, if it comes through, may I have the name of my dragon or any of my guides, or a name I should be mentioning while meditating. So I'm going to tell you that Nancy has an affinity for the Buddha. She collects them. And so I'm thinking, but she has others as well. For me, it's Green Tara. And she is, for me, I don't bow down to her or anything, but she's the symbol of somebody that I love. And she is a female deity of Buddha. So there's that. But the dragon names, you know what? I'm going to pull some of the dragon cards and maybe they'll tell me. Yeah.
That's what
Are you? Okay. Okay. So I have Metatron, who's the angel. There's an angel that complements the dragon in these particular group of cards, and it says Estania, Estania is the name of this dragon. Be sincere and fearless. There's no point in pretending or changing yourself for other people. So if that resonates, there's the name Estania. But it's just from a card. I didn't hear anything, so I'm not, I can't tell you for sure. Sorry. But be fearless.
The card that I pulled is the card of Carriagewan, and her dragon is Balduin, Balduin. I tell you what I would do. I don't have an answer for you as far as the name of your dragon, but what I would do is I would open myself up to dragon energy, and do like what I did and make a list of names that you find. I mean, you can Google them and research them and just put them down, and then use the pendulum. That's what I did. And yeah. And if you're in the right, meditative state when you're thinking about doing this, I think that the names that you choose will be right, and the dragon will let you know.
I agree.
What its name is.
Yeah. Valerie thinks it might start with a J, so there you go. But yeah, it's probably more important for you, Harley, to try to figure it out, and not necessarily from us. But I will tell you this. I once had a spirit guide tell me her name, and I didn't like her name because it reminded me, there's a girl that was a little brat, so to speak, and she pushed me down and sat on top of me. And her name was Darlene. She was bossy. And that's what they told me my spirit guide's name was Darlene. So I said, can it be Darla? Is that all right? Oh, that's fine. So you can manipulate it if you feel like it isn't really what you feel is good. So yeah, there you go.
And you could also, what you could also do is meditate upon it. And then when you are done meditating, do some automatic writing.
There you go.
And you might find that name might just be right in front of you on that paper after you just don't even think about it. Just write.
Or you keep hearing a name that you might hear a name somewhere, and you keep hearing that name. So that can happen too. Yeah. And I know they're not attached to names. That's very true. They're not attached. But if that's what you need, then they'll provide it for you, just like they did for Nancy. Yeah. All right, Flower Beauty, you are next, and here we go. After we do this, we will do a reading for the collective before we leave.
Okay.
And I've had so much fun with Nancy. I want her to come back and work with me again. She's fabulous. So much fun. All right. All right, Flower Beauty. I'm going to try to explain this the best way I can so that you understand it, because I know the cultural differences. She's in India, so sometimes she doesn't, Okay, so the first one I get is a voyage. Okay, it's a 35. That's a number 8. So that's a transition. You're going through a transition right now, and I don't know in what area, but it says you're making a voyage, and so it just could be from one side of the riverbank to the other side of the riverbank. So what that might mean is that you're just taking a different approach. Okay. So look at it that way. Something new, something transitioning. You're taking a different approach with it. And I think it will be a very positive approach that you take. The second one is you are being you're going to be entering a new place. It could be a new place with dating. It could be a new place with creativity or work or your career. I don't know what it is, or it could be spiritual. So the portals are open for you to walk through them. They want you to invite you to see the beauty of walking on the path of spiritual work. So I think that's what it's calling for you. So don't be afraid. It's a beautiful, beautiful step through this beautiful doorway. Finally, it says you are beginning to master whatever it is that you've been working on. So trust more in your own intuition. You can listen to, we can read for you. We can give you some cards. We can explain a few things to you, but you are the master of your own life. Don't let anybody else tell you what to do. It's what you want to do and what you've worked hard to accomplish. I hope that makes sense.
Flower Beauty, I have 3 cards for you. The first one that is the card, it's the rainbow. Your guides want you to connect to spirit through nature. And nature's my church. And you need to take some time and just sit on the grass or walk barefoot in the grass and just commune with nature and open your heart. There's some messages there for you. Also, this is a card, Sacred Purpose. This is a card of ancestors. And I'm getting from this that some of your ancestors are trying to contact you. And they have messages for you. And we are the product of the love of thousands upon thousands. And they hold us so close to their hearts in love. They've gone before us, and one day we will be ancestors.
That's right.
And so you need to, through meditation, try and connect to your ancestors. They have a message for you. And the final card that I drew, I felt led to draw a card from Kuan Yin.
Oh, yeah.
It says, your enlightened heart. The wish of the Divine Mother is that you become free. Enlightenment is a culmination of many small steps, each one is a drop of water forming a divine ocean of peace, realization, love, and unity within. An ocean that washes away fear, separation, and scarcity and bathes us in abundance and bliss. You carry the torch of enlightenment within your heart. Let it shine.
She says, this is the second time a reading has told me my ancestors are trying to get in touch with me. I wonder why they aren't. They may be trying in your dreams, Flower Beauty. They may be trying in little ways. You have to look for some of the synchronicities or some things that show up in your dreams. They may not show their face, but they may show other things that will be useful to you, I think. So, yes. All right. A question from Jackie. Now, I hope you can even remember.
I don't know. I was trying to think. I saw that. I don't.
Okay.
What did the card look like? Do you remember the picture that was on it? Because I wasn't.
Yeah. Yep. If you can put that up there, then Jackie. Then. Oh, you haven't yet. Okay. All right. Keep looking, honey. Yep. Oh, I'm talking about Flower Beauty. She says she hasn't seen it. I said, keep looking because it's all in divine timing. It's not necessarily in our timing. Yes. Once she puts it up, Nancy, I'll let you know.
Okay.
I just wanted to do an exit. An exit one, which would be a reading for the collective energy. It had a lady that looked like she was diving.
Okay.
Sometimes we get into it and
I don't, what I'll do? I'll look, Jackie, I'll look, afterwards, I'll look and, find the reading and I'll see the card and I'll let you know because I have no idea. I have no idea. I've got so many decks around me.
She said the lady was swimming in light, just with a purpley blue color.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Cheryl, that's wonderful. She says she adopted a senior dog that would freeze every time I said the name I adopted him under. I changed his name and he started wagging his tail, looking happy and excited. That's wonderful. That's what, oh my God. That's what they're supposed to. You have very close ties then, Cheryl, with your dog. You're an animal communicator in some ways because you knew that the dog didn't like the name. Oh, Rhonda, it reminded me of my experience floating in liquid love one night. Wow. All right, everybody. Here is the collective message from above. We are all being asked to be gentle to ourselves. We are going through some really difficult energies. All the astrologers have told us, they've tried to prepare us. I'm seeing a lot of buildup around this April 8th solar eclipse. People are worried that, people are going to be in the wrong place or there's going to be an overcrowding. They're preparing for emergencies. I don't think I've ever seen that happen before, but I don't know that we've ever had the eclipse come right over some of our heads like, well, they did in that August one we had. But be gentle with yourself. They want you to rest. If you feel like you need a nap, then you take a nap. Don't keep going if you're tired. Rest. It's a weary. And the last one is, we are all so resilient. We don't like it because that means we have to be strong and go through these trials and tribulations. But our resilience brings us through, and having this group, this community together, working in tandem, helps us with that resilience because we understand we're not the only one.
I just have one card here.
Okay.
And it's an important one.
Mm-hmm.
To go with the flow. And what we need
to
do is let go of what no longer serves us.
Mm-hmm.
And then hold on to, bring it in, the light that we need.
Yeah. Wow.
Cleansing and receiving.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I love that. And that it's hard sometimes. We think we need to control something. We can't control anything, really.
Yeah. I see a lot of peace in this card, don't you?
Yes. 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 Yeah. Absolutely. Yeah. Yep. If you go with the flow and you let it go, you don't keep pounding yourself over the head. It really makes a huge difference in how things are for you.
Yes.
So thank you so much. All right. So, they're hyping it up as something to fear, which is ridiculous. Don't fear the eclipse or the comet. Go with the flow. There you go. Yeah. Thank you. And
Valerie says a dragon comet. Oh my God.
Yeah. Yeah. She's calling it a dragon comet because she loves dragons. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. She felt peace in the card you had, though. Yeah. Yeah. Well, it is the dragon season. So,
yeah, it's my kind of comet.
Yeah, really. Thank you, everybody. Thank you to those who remained and asked questions and so on and so forth. Thank you so much to Nancy, who I really enjoyed working with.
Oh, this has been wonderful. And I've met so many wonderful new people. It's been an honor to read for you all.
Yes. Thank you so much. And thank you. Much love to all of you. We'll see you later. Bye, everybody.